Hello and welcome back to Kapp Tech. This episode is dedicated to the small town folks from around the globe who are able to fake it until they make it in larger cities. Please remember to subscribe to Kapp Tech, where we tackle unique topics such as the one featured in today's video, which is entitled Our Top 10 Stories Involving Country Folks Visiting the City. This video is the same concept as Paris Hilton moving to the country on that reality show, only in juxtaposition for your enhanced enjoyment. Rounding out the list at number 10 on our countdown, I'd like to give a quick nod to the stories I cannot tell here. Some are suppressed for social reasons, others for legal reasons, such as my friend nicknamed after a part of the male anatomy getting into various confrontations in East St. Louis. Or the story about my Nashville friends getting T-boned in East St. and fleeing for their lives, but I digress. The first real entry on the list at number 9 is my buddy from Nashville, Illinois rolling down the hill at St. Louis Ozfest in the late 90s. He named this new sport bowling for chicks, and his efforts here were met with mixed results. At number 8 is the time we went to downtown St. Louis with the female side of the Nashville crowd, also known as the Horseshoe Posse. The girls, led by a senator's daughter, started a game named Crash and Bash in the hotel elevator in the middle of the night. Wondering what Crash and Bash is? I was too, but apparently it's just an impromptu mosh pit that the girls started with whoever happened to get in the elevator in the middle of the night. Needless to say, hotel security was not impressed. At number 7 is when we boated to Chicago from Ottawa, Illinois. The trip took 13 hours via rivers and sewage canals. When we proceeded to boat with the big dogs on Lake Michigan, our boat exploded out past the Hancock Center, and we had to be rescued by the Chicago police and fire in their boats. We made the news that day. Next at number 6, a friend of mine from Nashville once played a Southside Chicago Pimp Chess for the freedom of the lady that worked for him. I guess my friend wasn't interested in this particular pimp's product, so he asked the pimp how to peacefully resolve a dispute between pimp and hoe. Surprisingly, this technique seemed to work. Number 5 involves the same guy who we'll refer to here as Country Mouse. Only this time Country Mouse unleashed the beast on Milwaukee. To make a long story short, he wound up making hotel reservations so that we could attend a concert. But to save a few bucks, he reserved a hotel room at the place where Jeffrey Dahmer killed a bunch of people. Country Mouse told the hotel that they should have disclosed the Dahmer thing. Things got scary for a while, but we drank through it. At number 4 is a lady I knew from Harvard. Allow me to clarify, Harvard, Illinois, and not Harvard, the college here. The Harvard lady thanked a Greek waitress at a Greek restaurant by trying to speak Spanish. Think that's bad? On her departure from this city, she started to cross the L tracks across the platform. Luckily, we were able to stop her before she touched the third rail and faced her imminent demise. At number 3 is the double wide in the sky story. My friend, who is nicknamed the Horse and locally famous around his hometown of Murfreesboro, Illinois, rented a high-end downtown Chicago condo. He basically treated a river North Chicago neighborhood like a country bar until one day when we got kicked out of the red-headed piano bar for do-si-doing on the dance floor. Next at number 2, another Nashville friend and his friends visited me in Chicago. Long story short, we go out to the clubs, and on the cab ride back to my condo after the bars closed, his friends decided to tell a woman in a neighboring cab how attractive she was in so many words. This lady followed us home in her cab. Upon arrival, she came in and asked them all for money. Apparently, she turned out to be what we call a lady of the night. The lesson here is, if you heckle a girl in Nashville, Illinois, and she follows you home, that probably means she likes you. However, at 2 in the morning in downtown Chicago, motivations are apparently more money-driven. Is the suspense killing you here? Well, at number 1 is my collection of Memphis stories. That's right. Ottawa and Nashville, Illinois kids looking for adventure in Memphis. I'll leave out the gory details, but this single line item on our list involves a certain Ottawa guy figuring out the girl he was kissing at a bar was really a guy. Please remember to subscribe to Kapp Tech, where we tackle unique topics such as the one featured in today's video.